Great rising ladies. I need to take my hair down. I just got out of the shower. Oh, I love these braids so much. Oh, they're so convenient. You have no idea. Anyway, it is now 5:04 a.m. in the Carolinas, Eastern Standard Time, and I feel absolutely amazing. I've been drinking so much water. And I'm going to get into why hydration is so important during pregnancy. But before then, I have to address this Lloyd Harvey situation because people are going bonkers. Coconut water, this has been my new thing for about a week now. And I just ordered some more. So when I go pick up my groceries tomorrow, I'll have a brand new case of these bad boys. I chose a different type though. It's not going to be the same kind, but always pure coconut water. It's great for hydration. So back to Lori. First of all, she's grown. She can do whatever she wants. Secondly, if you haven't noticed, anytime a man talks about injustice in a relationship, they never talk about how men waste women's time. That is very rare. You know why? Because it's not realistic. I can't waste your time for you. Can I? You may hang out with me to kill time. You may ask for my advice, right? But if you are wasting your time, you're a willing participant in that. Why is it that, and this is rhetorical because y'all know I don't give two fucks. Why is it that when it comes to men being done wrong or broken up with, or the woman decides she doesn't want that serious of a relationship, that guys are like, oh my God, she took away his free will. They take that part out of it. But let one of y'all get played. Let one of you on this page get played. Let me do a video about that. Then it's going to be, oh, well, it's about the men that you're choosing, right? That's when freedom of choice comes in. That's when it was optional, right? So keep that in mind, ladies. It's always going to be a woman's fault. Always. So you have to do what's best for you. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what other people think. And that is what I have to say on that. The details of their relationship, we will never truly know. I never listen to it when I hear these bloggers because we don't know what the truth is until you hear it out of the horse's mouth. And then you still need both sides of the story because people be lying. Let's just be real. These individuals have publicists, they are in the limelight. There are certain things that people are just not going to say. And I know we live in a society where people are like, oh, everything's out in the open, it's social media. No, people show you what they want you to see, period. I show you what I want you to see. Let's be clear. Anybody that has a platform is going to tailor their content and their image the way they want it to be tailored. I happen to be a little bit more transparent with a lot of things just because I am a clinician. And I want, when you ladies think about your life and your outcomes, I want you to get the real because this is real life. It's not a game, right? So the topics that I talk about are raw and real. And so there are things where maybe a little bit of self disclosure is a good thing so I can get my point across. However, I don't put all my business on the internet. And it's not necessary for me to. Why would I need to do that? Y'all still get the point. You still get these videos. You still understand where I'm coming from, and that's the gist of it. So, at the time of this video, because I'm going to be posting this next week. So, I, as of yesterday, am 33 weeks. So, next week, when you ladies watch this, I will be 34 weeks. Um, so, it's counting down, which means I have literally a month and like 2 weeks left before I meet my baby. Super excited. So I wanted to share a pregnancy update with you all. And I felt like I've already done my notes for this. This is work stuff. I love these little stickies. I felt like it would be good to talk about a lot of things that I did not expect and things that I've loved and grown to learn over these last 8 months or so. So, first of all, when it comes to work, a lot of people were really shocked that I'm still working. I actually had a guy that I dated um, like a year ago contact me, and he's like, "Oh, you're still working? I thought you said you didn't want to work, when you got pregnant." And I was like, "I thought that. I really did, but I ended up working anyway. It was a time where I want this clinical license. And if I don't work, what the heck am I going to be doing? Like, I have way too much freedom in my schedule to not work. So let me break it down. Last week, I ran a lot of errands. Um, I went to the beach in the middle of the week, literally on a Wednesday, because I really needed a self care day. I really needed some sunlight, some fresh air, and I wanted some seafood, specifically fried oysters, because I can't have anything wrong. And so I'm also still getting paid and still getting these clinical hours and still working towards these goals like that I have in my personal brand. That sounds like a no-brainer to me. Like, I am not bored. I make time to exercise. I make time to cook. I clean occasionally. I have not made that a big deal or a big priority. Like, once my kitchen gets dirty, it's a phone call. Um, and I do that for myself. Like, I try to clean up more often than not, just because there are some moods that I'm in. Everybody gets cleaning moods. You're like, oh, okay, I'm just going to wash the dishes. However, I'm not freaking myself out about that. I'm not. I have way too much more to worry about. There's a lot going on with my body, and I need to be at a peak state of rest, period. So, I mean, that's just what it is. Gotta be at a peak state of rest, gotta be able to focus, and I have to trust myself, listen to my body, and also listen to my baby about when I need rest and what I need to do to take care of myself. And one of those things has been this craving these bad boys right here. These are good to me. Like, I've liked coconut water in general, but throughout this pregnancy, I've just had different cravings. First, it was watermelon, then it was fried chicken. Sounds very, very interesting, I know. Watermelon fried chicken. Ha ha ha. Whatever. If you know, you know. And then for a while, it was sweets. Now, that was horrible. That was a horrible stage. I'm like, why am I craving this so much? So I'm like, you know what? I need to start incorporating more fruits like, back into my diet. Because if you stop eating fruit, you're going to crave sugar, for sure. So when I say sugar, I mean like candy, ice cream. Ugh, I'm not gonna lie, like, That stuff, I haven't been into that in a long time. Not to say that ice cream is a bad thing, but it was like I wanted ices. I'm not a big sweets person in general, so that was just not my thing. Um, what else can I think of? I don't know. I think that's pretty. And I'm saying yesterday because it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so it literally was yesterday. But look at them. They just look so good. So, so good. Clean them everywhere. And she was like, yeah, have you noticed more bleeding in your gums? That is a thing, ladies. Yes, I have noticed it. When I floss, my gums are like, screaming at me. It's horrible. Um, really not that bad, but they do bleed. And I'm not accustomed to seeing blood when I floss my teeth because I'm a flosser. I floss multiple times a week, if not every day. Because let's be real, sometimes you don't got time to do all that. But I take really good care of my teeth. So I went for my x-ray, my routine teeth cleaning, um, and they got me out of there. The visit took about an hour. I was ready to go. I was like, look, I have to call this client for therapy today. We got some stuff to talk about. Like, yeah, I'm ready for that. um, but I got the 2 clients out of the visit, but they came with me to the dentist. These are things that a lot of people don't get to do. Do y'all follow me? Like in terms of my schedule, I just have a lot of flexibility. And then you have to think I'm a therapist. Some people don't show up for their sessions. So then some people move them, which is why, bringing me to my next point, I was able to get my massage scheduled for this Friday because one of my clients needed to meet a little earlier in the week. They're going to the beach. She's like, Miss Love, can we meet tomorrow? Absolutely. You want to take an appointment off of my Friday? Absolutely. Yes, I can meet with you tomorrow. Yes. Great. Stop it, silly. So, you know what I'm just realizing? I didn't buy any new fruit, but you know what? That's not a bad thing because I still have fruit. I have apples. This is me going into mommy mode now. I have apples. Um, I have some fruit cups with no sugar added. They're pears, mandarin oranges, and peaches. I actually got those because my sister has been with me all week. Um, and then what else? I did say that I wanted to go to the farmers market this weekend, either the farmers market or one of those like pop up shops because I live in a very small town. And I saw in one of the Facebook groups that people are out here selling fresh strawberries and blueberries, and they actually have a blueberry farm not far. I'm trying to see what that be like because if I can get it farm fresh, electric, let me write a note to myself. Yeah, I'm just getting some ideas, just getting some ideas. And I need to write down how much this massage will be because I do need to take that out of my accounts. And I need to make sure that my checkbook is balanced. Speaking of checkbooks, I have some checks coming and I'm thrilled because this book of checks that I have over here is almost gone. I'm still a check writer, y'all. I do have some things that come out of my main bank, and then I have another bank account that's attached to the checks, and I write checks for services like If I purchase a service from somebody, I write them a check, and my check's clear. Because people are like, oh, well, people still take checks. Absolutely, they still exist. Yeah, this is just grocery shopping stuff in my head. What else? So definitely, oh yeah, if you're pregnant or considering pregnancy, make sure you have good dental coverage. Also, did y'all know that you have to have a clearance from your doctor to be seen by the dentist? That was wild. They told me it was because they had to do an x-ray. And I asked them, like, is that mandatory? Like, do y'all have to see a picture of my teeth in order to clean them? I don't get that because aren't they just going in? So I was asking questions, and the lady was like, "Yeah, don't worry. I understand the radiation, but it's minimal radiation." And they did cover my belly with this big, the big sort of weighted cover that they have that covers your shoulders and your chest and all that stuff. When they were taking the X-rays, so it was cool. But they let me know, you're good, going about your business. I got my teeth cleaned. Then the doctor came in later, took a look at my X-rays, looked around in my mouth a little bit, and she was like, "You're good." Um, and my teeth feel so good. Like when they feel so good. So I'm excited. What else for my pregnancy update? Oh yeah, I said massage, so I did get in for Friday. Y'all just have no clue. Though, what's crazy about this is number one, she was booked for the entire month of June. So I was scheduling my June appointment a little bit later than normal because typically I try to get them like every 3 weeks. So I will go ahead and have my next two planned, but I did not have this one planned this time. And so when I went to schedule, they were like, oh, yeah, her next appointment is July 1st. Mind you, she's the only masseuse who is prenatal certified. So I cannot go to anyone else at that particular place or in the area, really, because the closest city with a massage envy close to me, they have no one who's prenatal certified. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and schedule for July 1st. But if she has anything earlier, please call me. So they have like some type of automated system where if someone cancels, they'll reach out to you, and then you can just press one for yes, two for no, to get on the calendar. So I pressed yes, got on the schedule for Friday, and now I'm so excited. So I'm thrilled. I really am. What else in regard to that? Oh yeah. So the importance of these massages, that is the best prenatal care. I still have my OB, of course, but I I have my reservations and my own personal study when it comes to a lot of things related to the female body. And I've noticed that a lot of things can be prevented with just being properly hydrated, allowing your body to do its thing, giving your body herbs, making sure that you eat your grains, um, eating fruit, not eating heavy meals in the morning, eating very light or fasting. And when I say fasting, I mean either drinking coconut water or drinking spring water first thing in the morning, allowing your digestive system and your limbs to sort of drain and just replenish yourself every day. It makes a huge difference. Makes you feel so much lighter on your feet, not as bogged down, and definitely not as tired. I can honestly say that right now, being in this third trimester, I am exhausted. I'm sleepy, But I feel good because I'm taking care of myself. And that's something, one of the things that my fiance said to me sort of earlier in the pregnancy, it was like, you take good care of yourself. So a lot of the symptoms that some people have, you may not have right now. And he was right. That's not to say that if you take care of yourself perfectly, eat right, drink water, that you're not going to have any pregnancy symptoms because every woman's body is different. But I definitely noticed some benefits from the regimens that I have. So I'm thankful for that. Um, so yeah, massages every month. I need them. Ah, they've been magnificent to me, just helping me relax, relieve tension, just knowing like when to let go, not taking myself too seriously, not taking others too seriously. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was more like, oh my god, like so high strung all the time, not knowing, all right, well, what does this mean? What is this doing? Um, and I'm at that stage now where I can feel my baby, like see the skin moving when they kick. And I'm like, it's so exciting. Y'all have no idea. So, yeah, that is my pregnancy update. Um, Definitely being very cautious when it comes to the OBGYNs as well. Um, I don't know why I feel compelled to say this because I'm trying to stay away from the doctor talk. But my first OB, I just did not feel comfortable in that office, not even a little bit. The energy did not feel very welcoming. Um, and also, I remember making a payment. The payment was like 400 something dollars. And it was because the type of insurance that I have it doesn't cover like almost anything, which, like I told you ladies before, had I known that my insurance was going to be that way with pregnancy, I would not have registered for that plan, but I'm locked into it for a year. So it is what it is. And that year's almost up. Um, but it was like she was waiting on me to say that I didn't have it. And mind you, my man is right beside me. So even if I didn't have it, you don't think that between us we could have $400. So, but I'd already budgeted for my prenatal care. And so what did she say? Oh, yeah, she's like, yeah, today's visit is going to be this much. Um, the 400, da 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 da. It was almost like she was scared to say it. And then she's like, do you have that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm prepared to pay that. Like they told me that before, like when I made the appointment. When I went there the first day for my labs, they let me know how much my visits would be. So let's get the show on the road. Are you going to take my card? Or are you just going to sit there and stare at me? But they were just so shocked that I had $400 in my bank account. Like, bitch, if you don't take this fucking card and get out of my face. So that's how I was feeling. Then they were like trying to make me get ultrasounds, and I'd already had two. I had one early pregnancy. They have to confirm the pregnancy. Then I had another one. I think it was at my 20-week checkup. Um, I just hated it. I didn't like it at all. These doctors they can be weird. And I'm telling them I don't want any more ultrasounds, and that's just what it is. I don't want it. Why do you need to look at the baby? Oh, well, the anatomy, da 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 da. My child is fine. I appreciate that. But the cost to me far exceed the benefits. I don't need to know the gender. I don't have any inclination in my head that my baby is not healthy or sitting upright or that their spine is correct. Um, he has healthy parents. If it's a boy, I don't know if it's a boy. I just say he. He has healthy parents. So what's the problem? What's going on? I don't want them anymore. And it was almost like they were trying to like coerce. Oh, well, this particular ultrasound is very important because it helps us. And it's like I get it. I understand, but no. And I was doing my research, like following different doulas, joining mommy groups, um, just joining a bunch of different groups about birth, watching videos about birth, talking about the proper nutrition and the herbs and all that good stuff. And I'm just like, I don't think that you can ever be ready. I don't know if that's a thing, but I feel so prepared and so knowledgeable with everything that I know so far moving into that. So, whew, those are my pregnancy updates. Y'all just be mindful. I'm going to do a video with someone soon about Black maternal health, and I'm actually going to see if I can interview my doula. I actually think that'd be a great freaking idea. Mm, another sticky. Um, I'm gonna see. I'm so goofy. I'm gonna see if I can interview my doula, but it'll be after I have my baby. Like, I'm not doing that right now. I'm just gonna ask her, put it on her radar, and see if I can interview her. Um, yeah, but that is all I have for you, ladies. I've been up here for about 30 minutes. Yeah, just about 30 minutes, and I'm getting sleepy again. So I'm gonna let y'all go so I can go back to bed. But everything's good. I'm good. I'm hydrated. The baby's good. We're happy. No gestational diabetes. No pregnancy complications. No sickness. No illness. Um, nice teeth. Shiny teeth and me. Shiny teeth. Shiny teeth. Y'all remember him? The Fairy Odd Parents? Maybe not. Um, but yeah, I'm good. So I will keep you posted. And thank you for listening and take care of yourselves. If you need me, all my information's in the description box. I'm not off the grid yet, but I will be very, very soon. I have not been posting a lot because I'm resting, y'all. I'm getting prepared. Just spending time with my man, enjoying time with my family, relaxing. I'm just getting ready. And I don't know how much of a hiatus I'm going to take. Um, But yeah, I will be mindful of, I will say, like my content schedule, so that I can put some things out while I am on maternity leave, or at least have things scheduled. Let me correct that. Have some things scheduled while I'm on maternity leave. Um, and then, yeah, I probably just won't be posting to Instagram, but definitely here. All right, seriously, bye.